This podcast contains adult language and crude humor. Listener discretion is advised.
Today, I'm feeling a bit like a superhero and a bit like a villain. And that would be because today I was walking down the street with my daughters and I made them laugh so hard that they almost had a conniption fit. Whereupon they dropped their McDonald's fries in the Chicago curb. So, yay for me. I ended up having to buy them chips, I guess. I don't know. I'll be waiting for my Mother of the Year award.
Thralls! Balls! They're everywhere! Thralls Balls. The World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolas, Gershom, FLERPY, and Wooly.
What is up, swingers, from the seasonably damn near perfect streets of springtime Chicago? Finally, I am Gershom. I am the sassy ass Beast Mastery Hunter. Welcome to episode 136? 136 of Thralls Balls. Today, I am not by myself. You guys are going to get more than 24 minutes out of me. That's what she said. I'm here with Bentolas, my raw mogging whatever. What's up, dude? Hi.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a while since I've been here, and don't get used to it because I will be out next week. I am going home for Mother's Day. So yeah, it's good to be back. I hope, Gershom, I'm sure, did a fabulous job because we all know I don't fucking listen to a word this episode says, so.
That's true. You don't listen to it. I took the plunge and listened to myself, which seemed really weird. I was talking with Dave over at Solo Q, and I was like, do you listen to your own episodes? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't know. That seems weird. He's like, but you want to see how it turned out? And I did. So I listened, and it was a little awkward, but it was okay. So so obviously you're tornado safe. You're good, right? And no tornadoes or?
The tornado, it was it came a little bit north of us, and then it was coming down towards us, and luckily it kind of fizzled out and just turned into a super nasty thunderstorm. Power flickered quite a bit. Actually, it rained like that last night too. So, I don't know what's going on. A lot of thunderstorms, but I think up in Nebraska there was pretty bad tornadoes that destroyed shit.
Yeah, I don't even want to mention Chicago because things have been, like I said, unseasonably just sort of nice. We had this really long cold winter, but we never got snowed in or anything like that. And then spring's been some hard rain and kind of a long start to warming up, but it really hasn't been that bad. Just a few thunderstorms. So keeping our fingers crossed that that's good. But I'm glad you guys were okay.
What's up? Is it now is it warm enough in Chicago where you can wear shorts, or is it still?
Yeah. Well, some days it's doing this weird thing where one day it was 80, and then 2 days later it was 55, and the next day it was 70, but it rained, so you had to wear gym shoes anyways. So I don't know. It's it's weird. It's springtime in Chicago. It gets really weird out here. So,
yeah, fair.
Do you want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
You remember this joke from when Wooly told it 3 weeks ago? We lost the episode. I don't know.
No, I don't. I remember.
Okay.
I remember the drink only.
Oh, okay. And I don't remember the drink. This is perfect, guys. This is what we're digging through our archives of lost content for today. So, okay. So Garrosh Hellscream dies, and then he goes to the Arbiter, and the Arbiter says, well, you're in Revendreth. You have to go to Revendreth. So he goes over there to start repenting or whatever. And of course, Sire Denathrius greets him. And he says, I'm going to show you something behind 3 doors. We're going to open 3 doors, and you have to tell me right then and there when we're done opening the 3 doors which one you want, and that's how you're going to spend your eternity in Revendreth, okay, or whatever in the Shadowlands. So Garrosh says, okay. So Sire opens the first door, and there's a man just climbing a ladder, jumping down, and falling to the ground and splatting, and then getting back up and just doing the same thing over and over again. Climb the ladder, splat, over and over again. Kara says, I don't know, whatever. So I open the second door, and there's a man who's just dancing to death. He's exhausted. His heart is racing. He's pouring sweat. He feels like he's going to pass out, but he's just stuck dancing forever, like some kind of sick puppet or something. And Garrosh is like, I don't know about that. So he says, okay, let's see, door number 3. And so Sire opens door number 3, And Bane Bloodhoof is in there just getting like the nastiest blowjob you've ever seen, like the slobbiest, just all over the place, dripping wet. Bitch has got an apron on. It's Jaina Proudmoore giving Bane Bloodhoof this like totally sloppy head. And Garrosh screams, he goes, yeah, yes, that's me, make that me, hell yes, fuck yes. And the sire goes, great, all right, enjoy your eternity in the Shadowlands, Jaina.
I don't get it.
He turned into Jaina giving the blowjob instead of Bane getting it.
Oh.
See, so he's stuck giving sloppy head to Bane Bloodhoof for the rest of his life, and it's Garrosh.
Oh my god. Okay, now I got it.
You got it.
Why'd you recycle? Oh, because he's not. Okay, got it.
Because he didn't ever say it, and I thought it was funny. Okay, I thought it was funny. Anyways, with that underway and me clearly maybe not being funny, what did you do in WoW?
We did, so I got KSM on my Rogue and my Demon Hunter just now.
Nice.
Oh, my Rogue just now.
I'm not going to interrupt you, but I have something to say about your Demon Hunter. Put a pin in that Demon Hunter comment, but go on, sorry.
Alright, and then, yeah, we went into raid, and one of our main tanks who's been tanking had to step away for this tier, so we had someone brand new named Moldy, who I think works with FLERPY, come in, and he did really well for his first time, like, into raid, heroic. He did Brashak, which is like a difficult boss for tanks in one shot, so it was really cool. I like seeing new people do well, so, you know.
FLERPY has mentioned them before, for sure.
Yeah, so we got to Skarn, and we're chugging along, so we're going to the new raid this week, and we'll see how it goes.
Nice. Good for you guys. Anything else? Did you do like your mythic or like anything else? Or you got KSM, you said?
Yeah, I mean, I'm at spamming keys. I got my Demon Hunter up to like 503. I'm actually at a crest that I need, so and then right now I'm just working on my Rogue. I gotta get into raid with him because I'm missing a lot of the raid stuff, so. But yeah, I'm only really, like, as I shared, I'm not really trying to play as many characters as before. I'm kind of like playing 2 or 3 at a time, and I'm gonna get them all the way geared up, and then when I get bored with them, I'll play a new one, and then, you know, figure out what I want to do going into the next expansion.
The all army is alive and well. Dang. I was gonna say about your Demon Hunters, so like part of what I was doing this week, and like we'll loop back to this or whatever, but I mostly did like time walking the first week, so we missed last week, or like I didn't talk about it, whatever. So I did time walking, and then last week, so I didn't really get a chance to see like what the season 4, like how the dungeon adjustments felt or looked like. And so I jumped into heroics, and I don't remember what they said those were supposed to feel like 2s or something. What did they say? Do you remember?
What was it? The 2s? What?
So like heroics were supposed to feel more like a mythic of some level. Like everything got tuned up, got juiced up basically.
So I think what they did was they moved M0 difficulty to heroic, and then they made like M0 like 0 to 10 difficulty. And then now M2 is like a mythic 12, or like M3 is like a mythic 13 now.
So like I'm barely ready then for like baby mythics still, because what's crazy is the heroics don't even have affixes yet. Like you have to queue for like the 0 or higher, or the 2 or the higher to get the affix, whatever it is. But like heroics don't even have the affixes. And let me just say, there was enough juice in those things that like on Gershom I was okay, but on my Warlock I was dying. Because there's been some tanks, and this is where we're coming back to your Demon Hunter, where I posted this on Twitter. I was like, do all the tanks in like week 2 of the season have to put on their fucking Dig Poles t-shirts and just like pull all of Algathar Academy into my butthole, like for real, like at the same time? And then I saw your shit in the Collected Company Discord where you were like, yeah, I was on my Demon Hunter jump mass pulling. I was like, oh god damn it. I knew it. I just seen it flash up in the corner of my screen, and I was like, this motherfucker, I'm gonna have to say something to this guy. Because someone who follows me on Twitter was like, yeah, it's like these tanks, it's like they jump in and their trinket is like a fucking can of spinach or some shit, and they're just gone. And you're like on a reptilian auto mode, just kind of following them around. Like it's insane right now. So
yeah, Demon Hunters are like the flavor of the month. So fortunately, that means you have a lot of people who don't play. Like I've always played Demon Hunter tank. Like it's not like, you know, I didn't pick it up just because it's like the best tank in the game right now. So what happens is you get a lot of people who don't really play it a lot who switch to it and they think, oh, it's overpowered. I could, you know, because they see some like streamer doing really well. It's a lot more like you can't just leap in. Like that's how you know, the famous meme is Demon Hunters leaping in. You're just instantly
because of the demonic leap thing, like how they do that.
Well, yeah, because you don't go in. You have to have like you get your spikes going, then you want to pop your. You don't even want to do. You really only want to do that like to pull multiple packs to leap in, because what you really want to do is you want to get like your sigils down. You want to, because it gives you some DR. You want to get your silence down a little bit to get no kicks going.
It's kind of like getting kicked up.
Stacks. Yeah,
getting kicked up on my warlock a little bit. Like people don't understand. Like, why aren't you just, you know, rain of firing the fuck out of this pack? And what I'm actually doing is firing them down with incinerate kind of slowly, so that I have like 6 chaos bolts up when we get to the boss. That's like the next thing after that pack. So like people think, oh, you should just rain of fire everything, because that's kind of the meme too. Like, oh, that's what you do, you just pop rain of fire all the time. That's not all the time. Sometimes, but not all the time. So I think I get where you're coming from a little bit with that.
Yeah, so like you're just, yeah, so you got to like kind of like prepare a little bit, but once you get everything going, that's when like you want to leap and start pulling in other packs. But like, yeah, what a lot of people do is they'll jump to one, they'll jump to another without even pressing like their basic defensive, and you know, and you get one shot.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you know how to play Demon Hunter. I don't. I know how to play Beast Mastery Hunter, sort of. So what else did I do other than that? It's like basically dungeoning and upgrading. I have like a derp moment of the week, like a scrub moment or something, where like, I don't know if in season 3 this was the case and I missed it somehow, but I don't remember the crests dropping out of dungeons. I remember some flight stones coming, but I don't remember getting those low level crests from dungeons, because I would have been farming them because I was out a lot of the time. So I felt like I would have noticed that. And if I didn't notice that, I don't know what the hell happened. But like heroic bosses, the final boss gives you like 10 crests. So if you're ever out, you can just fucking run heroics all day and get crests. I don't know if I just never saw that or what. Hit me up. I don't know.
I don't
join the Discord, thrallsballs.com. Come tell me that I'm wrong, please.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't need any of the lower crests this season. It was actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it's just still the one I'm on. Yeah. So overall, what are you thinking of the season so far? I know we're only a couple weeks in, but like, are you enjoying it? Or because overall, before I let you go, I'll say I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenge. I'm saying I'm right on that line where I could get better over the next several weeks probably, and maybe jump into those heroics. But right now it's kind of this fun line between like challenging, but I'm not getting too pissed off. It's kind of the challenging where like when we all wipe on the frog boss, and we actually all did wipe on the frog boss, like we all kind of laugh and be like, oh well, oh shit, you really can't stand in the fire no more, huh? And like, so it's still kind of like funny to us. But yeah, I'm like right there. I'm enjoying it. Are you enjoying it? Or
yeah, it's a fun season. You know, it's nice to see the big numbers. I like the fact they let people, I think that was cool, they let people like vote for their best tier set for each of the specs. You know, I think the only thing I guess I would complain about is I think, and this is like a very minor point, I kind of like the fact that last time they did this in Shadowlands, we had like the Affix as part of the raid, and it juiced us up and made us do big damage. And I know a lot of players like complained they didn't like it, and I get why. Like it just, you know, raids are hard enough. But you know, I personally enjoyed that aspect of the Awakened raid, so I'm a little sad that's not included this time, because I thought it was, and it wasn't until I went in I realized it wasn't.
Oh, I see. No, I mean, yeah, like other than not rating and not understanding like what that means like between seasons, but I have heard like people talking about that sort of thing. So was there any other thoughts you had, or like what you've been up to, or otherwise I guess we can move on to the news unless you have something else you want to touch on?
No, I think that's pretty much all I really did this week. You know,
and I did the trading post. That's like whatever. I got because FLERPY's not here. I was gonna tease him about this. So I got the Savage Blue Battle Turtle. Cannot say it 5 times fast. That mount is slow as fuck on the ground. I don't remember like other turtle mounts I have being less than 100%, being like 60% speed, and then in the 100% in the water. but it's slow on the ground. It's like only for swimming. So anyways, that was lame. That was probably my most disappointing thing. Had nothing to do with raid tiers or anything like that. So do you want to move on to the WoW news, motherfuckers?
Yeah, let's go on.
Time for WoW news, motherfuckers.
Okay, so first up, the first thing I want to touch on, and it's kind of long, but first I want to ask you, Ben, did you watch the World of WARCAST at all? With Eve?
No, I never didn't get a chance to.
Oh, it was so good. Okay, so I do just want to breeze over it. I'll go as quickly as I can and still touch on like some of the most important things I thought were cool. And there's a link to it in the show notes. It's like the YouTube link or whatever. So World of WARCAST sat down with Ian Hazzikostas, game director, obviously at WoW, and Tina Wang, who is associate art director of World of Warcraft. And I'm just saying, like, I've really come to like these little interviews they do. I think they're fun. And I felt like the first ones were kind of weird. Like they had some audio errors and like weird parts where like people couldn't be seen and stuff, and like clips weren't showing. So it was kind of weird. But overall, I think it's really good. And they're coming along. So just a few of the things they talked about. So good. We got a sneak peek at Xal'atath. Looks sick as fuck. You didn't have to go check this out. She looks so cool. So, and apparently this is something the art director mentioned. Her armor is made for her to look like Naifu. So like the runes that are on her face and her armor and the way that certain things glow on the armor and stuff like that is supposed to make her look like, like she's Naifu. So I think that's pretty cool. And then ALLERIA got like a makeover too. She got a glow up. She got like this cool little like black and white tunic. It looks really good. I think it would look good on my warlock, and it looks neat. It's just like different. And then and so then they jumped over to a clip of Anduin, and he kind of looks like Dogwater. Like, no offense. They were even saying, they were like, he looks a little bit bad, and they said give him some time. And so I started thinking, I was like, maybe they don't want to give him like a big glow up because he's going to go through something so early that his form is going to shift like radically. You know what I mean? So like, he's not going to be looking like dusty old, like desert daddy for more than like maybe like a couple weeks or something. You feel me?
So he's gonna go back to getting like the clean look and
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just saying he might be getting a glow up so soon that he's not worth like a ton of extra work right now. Like, doesn't it make you feel like maybe they're gonna ditch that costume or something? I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I mean, I don't think they'll glow him up too much though.
I don't know. He's looking like a Bedouin. I mean, I'd put him in my Bedouin. Okay. All right. So some people are playing alpha. I'm not. I don't think any of us are. I don't know if anyone who listens to this show is. It's pretty cool. Some people, though, on the internet are playing alpha. I guess we're not going to talk too much about that. I think one of the best things is that they're holding back like a launch experience from everyone. So even if you got into alpha, you're not playing the launch experience like at all. I don't know if there's not cinematics. There might be like some quest text or something somewhere, but I don't know. So far, no one can play it.
They usually have a pretty like banger quest to start off with.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And I think in previous expansions, people who have access to alpha and beta get to do that. And they're saying no, this time that they're going to let everyone launch at the same time period. That no one's going to know anything. Yeah, I think that is cool. Because it is all, and it's always fun, right? To sit in and wait to log on and wait to shard in, and look, we're already getting excited about like.
I can already see them butchering it, and without the testing, having something go.
Oh, you would say that though. Don't be pessimistic. Maybe, I don't know. I hope not. I have never had trouble getting into an expansion, but I don't know. I mean, like when it started, like at launch time, I've never been like DC'd or anything like that.
So because of the fact my rogue is on Illidan, I couldn't play my rogue the first like week of this expansion. My monk ended up being the first class I leveled to be, believe it or not.
Why couldn't you be your rogue? Because there's a lot of rogues on Illidan?
No, I couldn't log in. Anytime I would, the game would crash.
That's so weird.
I could only log on to Thrall for some reason, I guess, because Illidan's like one of the most popular servers.
Illidan's where a lot of weird shit goes down too. I notice like every now and then, like Illidan has there is like a lot of like rage quitters on that server, right? Like a lot of
it's where all like it's all where like the race of the world first guilds in North America are on. So you have like your the try hard people who get like cutting edge the last week of the season, who think they're like God's gift to the game, who like have that kind of attitude. It's kind of ironic because like everyone complains about like how toxic keys are, and I'm always Like, it's so funny because like if they like were, somehow invited into like a 30 key or something, they would laugh because everyone was just so nice and chill at that, right?
So the myth of people being toxic in those high keys is pretty much like a myth, or because I don't know, I've never been in there.
Well, you got to remember at that level, there's only like a very small population of the player base playing, right? So you kind of need to be on your best behavior, because if word gets out to a couple tanks that you're a dick, like there goes your opportunity to run those keys you need to get the highest score possible.
That makes sense.
Right?
Like you got to at least keep it professional. Yeah.
And then like in lower keys, it really doesn't, like you can spend 24 hours cursing off fucking tanks and you probably won't even touch like even 1% of the tanks that you would run into in a season. So it's like, it's a little bit of
it's like give yourself a better chance at success. Like,
but you have to also remember, like, to get to that level of doing keys, how many keys you failed. So you also, like, at that level, those players understand, mistakes fucking happen. Like, and sometimes it's just like half a second, and it's something that in your 20 key you get away with and you time the key. But like in that level, there's like such a fine room, like there's no room for error. And so that half a second, is the difference between screwing up. So like people kind of understand at that range,
I would hope so. I would assume so. Yeah. I mean, I'm only stuck in like the very low level as keys and mostly heroics and like time walking. So like, I mean, you'll get the occasional like get good, but we're not competing for anything. It's just kind of like, oh, if it wastes someone's time, and like this time the biggest problem we had was like people pulling too big. So like we would wipe on like too much trash, and then 3 people would be like, hey, it's a new season, we're not all, some of us are just geared from last season, some of us like my warlock are under geared from last season, right? Like I just barely hit like heroic armor. So it was pretty chill though. But I mean, yeah, totally different environment, I can imagine. That's cool though that the big dogs are, that they're not terrible people, because that would be terrible. So let's see. Oh, so we're gonna get 8 new dungeons with the expansion. I think they went over all of them, but like I'm not gonna name them off or whatever. And they're all gonna be able to be used on like that follower mode thing right away, which I think is pretty cool, because like in Dragonflight they introduced that system in like 10.2.5. And I feel like I went back and did one that I was missing for Lore Master, and it was no coup defensive. So I kept like flying around wrong on the tornadoes and getting kicked out. So what Ian was saying in this interview is that like they want to tie the campaign into the dungeons more so that you see things that make more sense. And I have an example of this, but he says, if you can't solo the dungeon right away and you're just like a solo player, then you're missing things. And the example I was going to mention in my own case was that like I had never run the Oldemon ones. And like when like Iridicron like yeets off at the end of that one and stuff, I was like, I think that was one of the heroics I did with FLERPY that time. I DM'd him and I was like, wait, I gotta watch this. And he was like, it's fine. Like everyone else probably escaped out of it a million times, but I'd never seen it. So this time when the War Within starts, the 8 new dungeons we have will all have a follower mode immediately. So if you're a solo player, you can solo the dungeon with your follower mode folks and see how it integrates into the whole game instead of just doing it for like no reason or whatever. So, what else? Some pretty good stuff, but it's getting to be a lot. So, they went over like warbands again, right?
Yeah, I saw that. They look cool. I like the fact they kind of baked in like a permanent XP gain.
Yeah, I am really looking for warbands. It's got to be, and the delves, which I think I wrote in the notes but didn't talk about yet. Warbands and delves are probably the thing right now I'm looking forward to most. So delves are kind of like those quick win little dungeons, little scenarios that you can do with like Bronzebeard and up to 5 friends, and you just kind of melt into them. They're more like continuance of like open world content, and apparently you're going to be able to rank up in these eventually, so they can get higher and higher and you can get better and better stuff. So they were talking like a 1 to 8, like a tier 1 to tier 8 type deal. And like at first I was like, I kind of got PTSD. So I was thinking about Torghast and like how you just had to do that like over and over again, but just harder. So I hope it doesn't hit that wall. I feel like maybe like, because people like when Torghast was getting tested in the beta, people were flipping the fuck out. I remember listening to
people liked it.
They liked it at first, and then it just turned into Torghast, which is what I mean, which is I hope this system with the dells where they get harder, but there's like a tier of them. I just hope it doesn't turn into like a Torghast, right? And I know I don't normally have like
I don't think they will
things.
because they're really not mandatory. Like I think that was the big thing about Torghast was not only
that was the way to get your Lego or you were fucked. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, well, hopefully, I think a lot of what comes out of the dells is like, yeah, probably like maybe some upgradable gear if you want it, and like, you know, mounts and customizations for your mount. So yes, you can collect the pieces to make like this little airplane mount or something like that. So you get the airplane skeleton, and then you can like get kind of like taking your dragon to the rostrum, but it's like an airplane. So you get like different colored wings or like different little like colored face paints. And they kind of did this in BFA too. Remember with the Panthers, you could get like the paints and stuff. So this is kind of like, I guess, in continuation, maybe even like a acceleration of that system. It seems kind of neat. So yeah. And then the warbands, what were you saying? Like an XP boost or something?
Yeah, so like every time you get a character to max level, you get like a permanent XP boost for your other alts. So like I think like once you get like 3, you get like a 40% leveling boost for all your alts, and you get additional rewards as you get more.
Oh, it's like that one that you get sometimes now, like the glory, like your friend gives you like like your alts get that. So that's gonna make like a thing. I think I'm just mostly looking forward to having like all my reps consolidated. I think that's cool. And like, you know, you don't have to buy like a weird toy for everyone to know your map anymore. Like your map's just going to be open. I think that's neat because I remember when like, even before they had those things that you could buy now that teach you all the flight paths, I remember actually going and like farming them and flying around with TBC era flying to each little yellow and red wing on the map and opening up entire countries and getting exploration achievements. So now it's like on every character, because if you wanted to go anywhere, that's what you had to do. So those days are long over. I think that's going to be neat. And then we're going to get like that new loading screen where it's like, I think up to 5 of your friends are sitting around campfire or something like that. And I think they painted it. Cool. It does look cool. It's going to be like something that we've never seen before. And I don't know, there's going to be obviously like some sort of window where you swap in who's there or whatever. So I think that looks pretty neat. So then there's like the warband bank. So everything, instead of being soulbound, is now like warband bound. So like if you get something cloth on your hunter and you want to give it to your warlock, oops, it's soulbound. You can't do that. You have to sell it. You have to go get it on your warlock. That's not going to be the case anymore. It's warband bound. You can send it to other characters. I know this is all stuff we've been over, but that last bag slot is right now in alpha costs 2 million gold. So
what?
Yeah, that's what I saw on Dot's Twitters. I don't know if that's like true or not. It was a screenshot with someone hovering over that it was 2 million gold, and I'm like, I don't know. I haven't bought a sub in like 6 months. I've been paying for my sub with gold, so I never have more than like 500,000 gold. I don't know, but there's always like a bump to the cost of things too. Yeah. And I imagine if you're a crafter, you'll have that in no time. I never craft. That's the problem. I just gather, and I know that's lame. I could make more money, but I just don't do it.
I feel you.
Okay, and so then moving away from warbands, just a couple really quick things. CHRISTIE Golden was laid off. I think this is a bummer, but we've included in the show notes the little note she included, and I was gonna read it, but it's pretty long. But she seems like in good spirit. She says she's got some new opportunities, and I think she, like, whatever it is, I can't explain it, but she wasn't like flipping out. She wasn't, she was saddened and all this stuff. But it's just kind of weird. Like some of the, honestly, like, Sylvana,
what do you mean she was fired?
She was laid off after like 27 years of being part of the Blizzard team. She was laid off. Like the only thing everybody's saying is that Microsoft made them do it for money, but I don't know. Like,
just
Big Daddy
like I'm just
Microsoft,
confused. Like she's an independent.
No, she was hired by them though.
That sucks.
So she worked with them for a while, and I don't know what the limitation. Like I don't know what that was at all. But I remember like maybe only like 3-4 years ago, she officially was hired by Blizzard as part of the like story development team. Like so, she was actually a Blizzard employee, and then now they just laid her off. I think, yeah.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I thought her writing style wasn't for me. I don't like seeing people lose their job. I did enjoy her content. I just prefer other authors who write the books. What about you? You're a big reader of the books too.
Yeah, I mean, so like, I mean, I think Arthas and Sylvanas are really great fantasy books, and I think I mostly, well, there's different reasons I like each one, and we don't gotta go over and over, but I think Arthas was cool because there were a lot of things that actually happens, like, in the game. I don't know, so I heard that Invincible exists because of her. That whole concept of having him drop as a mount was like her idea, because you read the Arthas book, right?
Yeah.
Because he like he has to stab him in the heart and stuff, like right there, and like the whole thing. And then like he goes and raises him, and apparently because she was the author about that book, I think that she kind of was part of the idea of him dropping as a mount for some reason. I don't know. That might just be internet mumbo jumbo.
Well, no. Well, it makes sense, right? Because like it's an iconic character and it's a mount. So
yeah,
she has
a lot of
bit
people
legacy,
think about that book. And then the Sylvanas book was really good too, but for different reasons. I think in that case, she really did a good job of like fleshing out a character that we actually didn't know a lot about. So like, you know, like Arthas, the game and the book sort of went hand in hand. Like when you read the book, you're like, oh, maybe that's why he's this way or that way. But like, it didn't feel as like dramatic as like the Lilith stuff, you know, and the like being betrayed by like Anasterian, you know, like you read Sylvanas, right? Like all that stuff. Like I felt like she really fleshed out some of Sylvanas's really deep, like almost her like trauma sometimes, like Nathanos, you know, and all that stuff. So I thought it was a good book too, but you know, I think she's gonna do okay. She's a great author and she's really talented, and she has like the whole like industry in front of her, definitely. So, yep. All right. Good luck, Christie Govan. Kind of makes me sad though.
I'm sure she could like be hired again as like a contractor.
She was already saying she has like people reaching out to. I don't doubt.
For like WoW though.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. I know it just feels like she was such a part of like stuff for a while, but it is what it is. So then this is something more you could speak on, Bent, I guess, but a primary stat augment rune is returning. Like what does that mean? Is it?
Oh, so like, you know that fucking rune you can get from getting the rep in the dream right now?
Like
it's just another form of that. It just it'll have like a higher agility because it's a new season, so they bump up the stats a bit.
Oh, and they were saying that they're like, hopefully it's not as hard to get this time. Is that from Raid? Is that something you get like in Raid?
No, it was strictly a renown ground.
Huh. I didn't even notice. That's weird. That's how much I don't actually play the real game. So if you want to see that, there's a link in the show notes, I guess. And I didn't know what that was too much. So then last week, we had provided a link to the mounts that have skywriting so far in alpha. This week, they released one of mounts that will not at this time, subject to change, of course. This is, you know, per what's going on in alpha right now, a list of mounts that are not at this, not going to change, at least for alpha. Like, so if you want to see that, that's in the show notes too. I haven't looked at that. I almost don't want to ruin it. I don't know. I will look eventually though. And then there's a little link here there's like a first look scene, like to echo back to the warbands a little bit, how to transfer currencies and kind of what they're seeing so far, what is transferable between characters or into your warband, what is not, how it works. And sometimes there's going to be charges or like transfer rates, stuff like that. So this whole link kind of has like a Wowhead article where they go over that if that's something you're interested about, like your currencies and stuff. So, and then we have another link for NOBBEL 87. If FLERPY should watch it, but he thinks that NOBBEL 87 talks too fast. I think it's worth it. I think you can slow it down to 0.75 and it's fine.
To sleep to him.
See, why is it in content creation? That's an amazing compliment. Have you ever noticed that? When people say, I fall asleep to that, and that's like, oh, you must feel so great. Like,
he's just got a very like soothing voice.
He does. You know? Yes, I agree with it. I'm not going to try and do his accent. I'll bet you Willie could do it. But he does have a new video out on YouTube speculating about the Titans and kind of like well, if they're so stuck on this timeline, why are they doing that? What could they possibly be thinking? And, this and that stuff. So I do intend to watch this as well. I would encourage y'all to watch it. I think it'd be cool. So big old NOBBEL video about speculation about the Titans and stuff. Do you have anything speculations about the Titans that don't involve playtime in the sandbox, Bentolas?
No, not really. I really don't get involved with like speculation and stuff like that.
I get it. Yeah, it's kind of like a lore thing. And while I'm not a huge lore head, I at least like to hear everything once, I guess. So if you want to hear that, that's in the show notes. Last week we had mentioned that the War Within is going to continue the tradition, the system of dragon riding races. Obviously, they were a huge success. This went live several days ago, and I forgot to mention it, but I figured I'd mention it now. The Northrend Cup is live for dragon racing. So there's some cool, I think you get like a cool skin for your dragon. It's like Arctic Racer Master, something crazy. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. It's all white and blue and stuff, and there's prizes and stuff. And I never did the racing. Did you ever do the racing?
I got them when the expansion first came out on one of my characters. At least in the originals, and actually I got them in all of them. But I didn't go back to like the original content and do those yet. I figure I'll knock it out when we go back.
I did like some of the races, but never any to get like an achievement. So yeah, it just got like really not something that I like wanted to do. Okay, so just a few more things. And I didn't read this as well, but I have a lot of reading to do tomorrow on my lunch break. So there's a guide that's been published to unlocking the EARTHEN in the War Within, which is going to happen after you hit level 80. There's a link for it here. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say, except that I saved a name on EARTHEN and I named it Horde Dwarf, and y'all can't have it. You're gonna roll an EARTHEN. You're gonna make a bearded lady.
EARTHEN?
Yeah, the dwarf people that you can get in the War Within. You get.
Oh, have we talked about Magni?
They're hordes. Yeah. Talk about Magni. What is it?
All right, so like apparently he like breaks up with fucking Azeroth because she's like being a bitch, and he gets his old form back.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's no longer a what is it called? A
diamond.
Diamond.
He's a diamond man. It's so funny though, because like imagine how much of the culture that's going to completely delete. Okay, so it's either going to delete it from the culture or it's going to make it an additional part. So it's going to
also his grandson or whatever.
Dagger got a glow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The glow. Yeah. I meant to mention that. I think I had it written down, but I didn't. I didn't say it. Yeah. So Dagrin is like he's the next leader of the Dark Iron Dwarves, according to his mother Moira, and he got a glow up. He is not a generic horde dwarf or alliance dwarf baby in a carriage. He is he's like a little dude. He's got some muscles on him and he's got a backpack with a bunch of books sticking out and some glasses. Looks kind of cool. It looks like a scholarly guy. So that'll be neat, because I know that the whole silly billy thing that happened with Magni was because he was trying to like cast some spell that he wasn't supposed to cast, right? He's like a educated guy.
Something like that.
Something. I wish I knew. It's always like, oh, he did this thing and then he turned into a diamond. And that's what I meant is like, it's either
it's a ritual to talk to Azeroth.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like some ritual that like he couldn't hang with or something. So that's what I wonder is like, if he got his original form back, do you think that would like remove the whole diamond part of the story from it and just be like, oh, here's Magni, or then they'll have to add to his story, like they're adding to it, right? I mean, it's the War Within. He's the speaker, so there must be fleshing out his story. No pun intended. Giving him flesh instead of time. No, what do you think?
I don't know about Mag. He's just so annoying.
You think he's annoying?
Yeah, I actually hope they kill him.
Okay. What? Wait, what?
Yeah, that's my hot take for the week. I hope they kill him.
Damn, I didn't think it was gonna be like that. Not like these. Oh wow. Why do you say that? Really quick.
I just think he's just a little bit whiny, and he's just like,
Champion, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being so.
And I feel like he loses his life purpose that he's not a diamond in love with Azeroth.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Moving on from what a bitch Magni is, according to some people. So when you're on the like your low level quests, when you first get into like an expansion and you just do your opening zones and you're kind of upgrading your armor. So say like obviously I'm playing Gershom, I'm playing my hunter, and I get, you know, male sabatons of earthen goodness or something like that. I will be awarded the MOG for every armor class. And like so will everyone else. It won't just be me, it'll be everybody else, don't worry. So you don't have to endlessly farm MOGs, especially low-level MOGs or gray item MOGs.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that.
I do though. I think that's cool, and some people do. So okay, we can pivot away from that. What else? Shit. I guess kind of, if you want to take this time to skip forward, pause, whatever, maybe for like 45 seconds. There was an in-game, I would call it a Soundamatic, because the screen was black for me. Maybe if you're playing alpha, you can see it, but the one on YouTube, you can't see it. You can only hear the dialogue. But there's a dialogue piece between ALLERIA and KHADGAR. We have the link here. They basically talk about like the Harbinger. They're trying to establish like what it might be going on, you know, and it's obviously like a low level thing. And then ALLERIA runs off and she's like, oh, I'll be back, KHADGAR, and I'll have that whatever it is we're looking for, like the some talisman or, you know, whatever item it is. She's like, oh, I'll be back and I'll be with that thing, so don't worry about it. Yeah, so like ALLERIA is on like a mission already, and she sounds different. People are saying she sounds different. She sounds kind of echoey, and people are like, oh, maybe it's more like voidy goodness, like, you know, leaking into, but she sounds like there's like a stereo effect to her voice almost. So
maybe we gotta kill her.
I don't know. That's, you don't, for someone who doesn't like speculation. Oh gosh, I don't know. What if she ends up being a boss? What if you have to call Terralion and have him do it? Like he kills.
We gotta kill them both. Like
he kills Steels. Oh, they're the new Mana Storms, except like torture apologist versions.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's so gross. Okay, no, okay, I'll get in on that hot take. I could do that. So, do you want to move on to the mixed drink of the week? Fuck yeah, it's yours, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Shit, we didn't say motherfuckers. Say motherfuckers. Shit.
Motherfuckers.
It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah!
All right, we're back with the mixed drink of the week, and before we ask Bent what is all in the Worgen for the mixed drink of the week, well, I'm gonna guess, and then he's gonna tell me how wrong I was. Please be reminded, we are not responsible for any foolishness that you partake of the drink, you do something dumb, it's not our fault. That's not the real disclaimer. Wooly did it better. We're not responsible if you decide to be dumb while you're drunk, because we said you should get drunk at 5:30 on a Sunday afternoon. All right, so you have the Worgen, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And this is like a drink you're gonna make in batches.
Like
That's
trash
right.
can size batches?
Yes.
Oh, why is it always the trash cans with you?
So I have a trash can.
You should have a trash can in your bathroom next to your bathroom rug so that you don't mess up the rug. Okay, the Worgen. Is it like, oh my god, it's okay, so it's gonna make you like transform. It's gonna make you feel like weird. So it's okay, in like a big bucket or a bowl or a pitcher, whatever, it's gonna be like half a bottle of tequila, a quarter bottle of rum, light rum. I like light rum better. So light tequila. No, golden. Okay. No, let's do dark for both. Okay, that's gonna be nasty. Okay.
Are you saying like Malibu rum or like Bacardi clear rum?
I was thinking like Bacardi clear, but you know what? I'm gonna steal that from you. I'm gonna pull a steal. Okay, silver tequila. So half a bottle of silver tequila. No, half a bottle of Malibu, quarter bottle of silver tequila, like half a cup of lime juice, and then pineapple orange juice, and you mix it all up, and you line the rim with salted hot sauce, and that's a drink, and it's over ice, and that's the Worgen. It makes you transform and do all kinds of nasty, weird shit.
All right, you got some of it right. You kind of got the theme though, like it transforms you. But I made it like reddish. my drink. Tequila is not in it, but you did get the rum right. You said, what did you say? Malibu.
I said Malibu, yeah.
So what's in it is in a giant like trash can or whatever you want to use. It is 1 giant bottle of vodka, 1 giant bottle of Bacardi 151, 1 giant bottle of Malibu, 2 cans of cranberry juice, 1 can of pineapple, not the little ones, like the big ones, 1 2-liter of Mountain Dew, and then you just cut up a bunch of fucking fruit and throw it in there, and you drink it.
Okay, it's like a Kungaloosh, but way stronger. Holy shit. Did you actually, have you ever tried this?
Yes, I have.
No, you're not drinking now, but.
No, I've had it before. It's very dangerous.
I'll bet. Most of those drinks that involve trash cans are pretty dangerous.
Because it tastes really good too. So that's like the problem. You drink it so fast, and you're usually having it like while at like
a party,
outdoorsy.
Yeah. So you're like eating too, and just kind of. Oh yeah, no, I could see that catching up to you. Do you mind summing it up one more time for the swingers? Because I totally didn't write it down.
1 handle of vodka, 1 handle of Bacardi 151, 1 big handle of Malibu rum. It's going to be 2 big cans of pineapple juice, 2 big cans of cranberry juice, 1 big can of pineapple juice, 1 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew. You're just going to cut up, what are they called? Like fruits, like pineapple, watermelon, etc., and put it in there.
So just like random fruit. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so that was the Worgen. Probably when I edit, I will go back and make I'll write down what it was for Willie to put in, or for me. Gosh, I don't know. Whoever's gonna put it in the notes, it'll be in the notes. So let me see here. I was gonna say we've been going for like 45 minutes. Give me 1 second. I was looking to see if I have some trivia. If I could just I could throw you some trivia questions. Do you want to, or do you want to play a game? Do you have a game? Do you want to play a game?
You can ask me trivia questions. You want to do that?
I don't know if I have. No, there are no themes. I just have random trivia questions. I have random trivia questions that are from nothing. I don't even know if I have 10. I wasn't sure. Hold on, let me see what I have. I have exactly 10 questions, and they are from all over the entire franchise of the game.
Oh, you might have to edit this out. I need to go get a napkin. My nose is bleeding.
Oh no! Okay, yeah, go get a napkin.
We are experiencing technical difficulties, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's 50 minutes. Swingers, Bentolas, why don't you go ahead and tell us where people can find you on the internet, please? We're gonna get out of here early, Swingers. I'm sorry. We're gonna get on out of here. But
Twitter, Bentolas_outlaw, and in Discord. Catch me in Thrall's Balls.
Yeah, thrallsballs.com. He'll be in those balls, right? No tornado.
Exactly.
You're safe. You're good. And you can find me.
FLERPY's what? Dr. FLERPY?
No, Professor FLERPY. No. So let's do FLERPY.
He's legit a doctor.
No,
dude.
he's a PhD. I know. We've talked about this, me and him, before. How his daughter will say oh, my dad's a doctor too, or something. He's like, well, I'm not a real doctor. No. So while we're talking about FLERPY, we miss you, FLERPY. Hope everything's okay. He had some life losses today. He is at Fleecy the FLERPY, THA. So Fleecy the FLERPY. That's on Twitter, and he's also in our Discord at thrallsballs.com. I myself am in the Discord. I am at the word Hunter, GERSHOM on Twitter, Hunter Gershom. You can find our boasty Wooly at Wooly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y. And I think he's on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok or something. As far as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, you can find the show at thrallsballspod. You can send us an email at thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. Right? I hope I did that right. Am I missing something? Yeah, no, we got the socials. We got everything. You want to go ahead and get on out of here, homie?
Yeah, let's get on out of here. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Try my drink next time you have a big day drinking event. And
next time we do a Thrall's Balls, we'll make that one. That's what we always say.
Yeah.
In a cheap fucking hotel cracked in bathtub though.
Oh,
was
that would have
definitely-
been disgusting.
Oh, and you know what? Oh no, so we're on our way out, but we forgot to mention, I think we said the no BlizzCon thing. I don't know if I mentioned it last week or not, but we're not going to be able to get our Airbnb in Anaheim anymore. So we may have to do it, you know, somewhere out here in the Midwest somewhere and still have like a Thralls Balls BlizzCon or something. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, singers, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here. Bye. We love you. Be good.
Later, guys.